despite looking like a rig for taking spinning shots, this is actually a sculpture table, which is something I saw on the internet and thought I'd make myself as I'm doing some sculpture. I added this ball head here so I could reposition my layer to wherever I wanted it. And also this handle I made so I could unscrew it and kind of work with it away from the table. Just need to get on with some sculpting now. Just making a complete mess of this. This is kind of experiment number 4 for filling out the body. Others have been slightly more successful than this, but I'm going to persevere. So my little experiment yesterday was a bit of a disaster, didn't really work out. But over the last few weeks, I've been trying different techniques to kind of fill out the body. And one of the reasons I started this project was not to kind of, well, was to make a fishing net and catch fish. But I kind of knew when I started this project that I wanted to try lots of different things. I knew quite a lot of them wouldn't work out, but that's not a bad thing. So one thing that has really worked is epoxy putty. And I've made up a blank using that, which I would almost say as a shape is kind of finished. What it does need is a bit of jigging on the tail bit, which is a bit thin. And also I want to redo it just really to firm up the techniques that I'm using. So the putty's dried rock hard, and I made sure when I filled in the sections that I added a bit on top so I'd have something to sand or file back to. And that's really what I'm going to do now, is just work my way gently back to them stations. Then when I'm happy with that, I can add another layer of finer putty to give me the finish I want. So the resin's cured overnight, and I've taken it through a few grades of sandpaper to kind of flatten it off and bring the joints together, and it all looks okay. There's a few minor flaws in it, but taking measurements off it and kind of comparing them, the symmetry's worked out better than I thought it would, and it's also kind of how I expected it to fall with the drawing. There is something a little bit odd about it compared to the layers I normally make, and it's really a feeling, and it actually feels like I'm holding a fish when I've got my hands around it, which is a bit of a rare experience for me at the moment. But that's where I think I'm going to leave it this time, and hopefully next time I'm going to get this thing swimming as a test piece.
If you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share or leave a comment. I'm also running a Patreon campaign if you'd like to take a step further and support the channel with an ongoing donation. To see more handmade fisherman videos, click on the channel link or subscribe to be notified of future videos. Thanks for watching.